Hey guys, I'm gonna explain you how to read your pay stuff. The pay stuff is this paper that comes inside the envelope that HR gives you every payroll that happens every 2 weeks, as you know. First thing, you will read here at the top the pay period, the last 2 weeks. You're gonna have your name and your address. If your address is not the same that where you're living, please update because this is what you have in your file. Then also here it tells you how are you filing. In this case it's for your W-2, so how many taxes the government will deduct. Also here at the bottom it's a copy of your check and how much will you be taking on that payroll, and pretty much that's it. Now I'm going to explain you how your pay stuff was calculated in detail. So I'm going to be moving between two sheets, this pay stuff that you have and this installer timesheet. This is the one you filled out every day by the minute. If you want to request this, you can. Literally, you're the one who filled it out. Even though you're a pickup guy or an installer, it's very similar. Okay, so we're gonna start by in the pay stuff. You will see something here on earnings that says regular. Regular means how many hours you worked at your rate. In this case, this person, he worked 8 hours at $25 an hour. You can see here in your time card, for example, this person worked this on Thursday, 8 hours multiplied by 25, $200. So that's how you come up to the regular 200. Right now, if we see we have two piece work, we have two at $270. I'm pretty sure these were apartments or something like that. And then he did another 2 units and 350. We're gonna go to the time sheet. If you see, we have on Monday, he did one at 270, on Tuesday, another one at 270. And then on Wednesday, we have one at 350 and the other one at 350. Therefore, we have 2 and 2. All right, now we're gonna talk. If you see here, these 4 units we pay you piecework. However, we keep track of how many hours you work, because in case you work overtime, we're gonna compensate you. Now we're gonna show you here. So in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Friday, you work piece rate or piece work. So here is keeping track of the hours you work there. So if you see 5 plus 5 plus 5, 15 plus 6, 21. So 21 hours are the ones that you work as piece rate or piece work that were compensated here. So that's why here you don't see anything, right? Now we're gonna talk about the non-productive time. This non-productive time, in this case, this person did not have any, consists of time when you're working piece rate. If you're working, I don't know, if each cabinet pays you $15 per box, and we pay you like that the day, if you have to be waiting for the material to come, or if the superintendent told you to wait or something, we have to compensate you by law. So you will write here how many hours you waited, and that's how those are the hours that we will compensate you. So let's say that you worked 2 hours, it will say 2 hours are 16. Why 16? Because this is the minimum wage. So you will see here your non-productive time, and it will be explained here in your pay stuff. Now we're gonna talk about the driving time. The company also pays you for driving time as long as you are outside of the ratio in a flat rate at $20, and you just need to tell us how many hours you worked. So you will see, let's say that 5 hours multiplied by 20, you will see 100 here, and eventually this person didn't work, but you will see it translated here too, right? That's 6. Now I'm going to for 7. Also, the company pays you for mileage as long as you're outside the radius. In this case, this person worked on one particular project, 21.5 miles. We pay as the IRS rate, so this is the amount that you will be taking. So important to say, the miles, this is not including in your pay stuff. This is an expense. This is not part of your pay stuff. However, we just keep track here in just one paper. You will get a separate check, as we normally do, as well as the check that you get for your cell phone, which is $25 per month. That's 7. Now I'm gonna explain you about 8. I just don't see 8. Okay, so if you worked on that week as prevailing wage for apartments, you will input the number here. For example, you worked at one apartment complex for 5 hours at $80 per hour. So everything will be here listed, and you will see this prevailing rate here. Now you will see 2 rows. One row is for fringe benefits and the other one is for the prevailing rate. Now we're gonna go and explain you how we are calculating the AB 1513, which means the rest breaks. The state of California requires us to pay those in this fashion. We multiply, well, if you want to check the breaks, we have to pay you 2 breaks for each. I'm going to simplify this, but if you have questions, you have to go to your employee handbook. You have to take a break every 2 hours, and you have to take your lunch on every 4 hours. So at the end of the day, you took 2 breaks and you took 1 lunch. I simplified it very fast, but if you have questions about this, we have the employee handbook and everything is according to law. This is just to explain you very quickly the time card. For example, in this particular case, if you see this person took 1 break here, another break, another day, in a different day, because he only worked 5 hours, so he only took 1 break. He didn't clock in from lunch because he only worked less than 5 hours or 5 hours. So that's why 10 minutes translates to 17 of an hour. So in total, the whole week we pay him 68 cents. And we're gonna multiply this, 68 hours. We're gonna multiply this by the average hourly rate, which is different than your regular hourly rate. In this case, this person makes $50.84, while his regular hourly rate was $25. Let me explain you how the system calculates the average hourly rate. We're gonna go here. It's very simple, you could say. Pretty much considers the hours you work, how much money you make per hour, how much money you make per piece work, how much money you make on non-productive time, how much money you make on prevailing wage, how much money you make driving time, divided by the hours you work, the drive you spend, minus the breaks. So this works on your favor. So this calculation, as I said, is different than your regular hourly rate. And here, the average hourly rate was $50.85. That's number 5. So if you would have had overtime, you would have seen it here. And the way how overtime calculates, we're gonna go back to your time card. So we have here, this person did not work overtime, but if he did, what would have happened, you know, overtime needs to be paid at 1.5 of your pay. So 1 hour, it's at $25, and the other half hours of overtime, it's at your average hourly rate, right? And that is how the overtime is calculated. Now, nine. Now I just explained you how all your earnings are expressed here in the pay stuff. Actually, I forgot to mention, if you have a holiday, you will see it here, 8 hours at your regular hour pay. If you have a sick day, if you have vacation, you will see here all of those descriptions. Now, this is important. Let's say that the previous payroll, you forgot to submit 5 hours. We always pay you every hour that you work. So you will submit it on the next payroll, and you will see here at the bottom a note that says 5 hours were for the previous payroll that was, I don't know, February 1st to February 15th. You will see it here. Now, if you want to know how many hours you work in total, you will see the number here. So these are the total hours you work, including regular hours and piecework hours. As I explained, 20 time is the result of 8 hours as hourly and 21 hours as piece rate. 21 plus 8, 29. Now, something important, miscellaneous things on your pay stuff. If here you will see the bank and the address. If you take your your check, they will catch it out for you without any fees. All right. So, and any vacation or sick day available, it's also here. Now, very, very important thing here is, this is very important for the company. The company do not forces you, and we tell every employee to punch in and clock in by the minute. We don't round out. So if you came at 7:01, you have to put there 7:01, and if you leave at 3:39, you have to put there 3:39, and you have, as I mentioned, you have to take your rest, breaks, and your lunches according to the law, and all of that explanation, it's in your employee handbook. All right, so if you have any questions, you can talk to HR or with your manager. So again, all of these two documents are available to you. Have a good day.